What's up, internet? I'm Jessica Lynn Verdi, and
Smash that like button, everybody!
pew, 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 pew.
Bam, 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 bam,
We're
bam.
hosts of Podcast of the Rings. We just finished our series on the Rings of Power, where we went back and rewatched the first season episode by episode, and we shared our thoughts, how they could have improved, what we're hoping for in season 2. And it just so happened that the season 2 trailer dropped today.
DJ
I
Khaled!
did that randomly at the store the other day. What? I was like DJ Khaled out of nowhere.
Gotcha.
Anyway,
I hope they called security on you.
I'm no longer welcome at that particular store.
Yeah.
So we're going to watch. I haven't seen the trailer. You haven't seen the trailer, right?
No, I've seen the still image of Sauron, the new Sauron on Twitter. But that's
I
about
avoided
it.
Twitter. Not that I think people are like dying for this trailer. You know what I mean? I don't feel like
There's been some chatter though, and like it's it's so funny because we're talking about maybe like finding a new angle, between this and the new season after our Q&A episode, and like the Rings of Power Twitter has just been dormant, and then suddenly they're like, hey, we got a teaser tomorrow. Oh, look at this. And it's like they like reawakened as well.
That's
so I thought that was
wild.
pretty funny.
Yeah, we literally decided to rewatch and cover the Rings of Power because we were looking for content. So, and knowing
Yeah.
that season 2 is coming, but literally the timing couldn't have been better. Although, did you see that they got done dirty by House of Dragons also dropped today?
Same day. Like it's tough because that's gonna happen. I don't know how many seasons House of Dragons is gonna be. I'm guessing at least 5.
I mean, why wouldn't
the
they?
same as Rings
if
of
it's
Power.
successful?
So it seems like it's just gonna be it was happening during the first season and it's gonna happen during the second. Like I think House of Dragons is starting in June.
Oh, okay.
So I think so maybe they're a little ahead of schedule, ahead of Rings of Power. So maybe like we'll have a perfect fantasy of oh, we're gonna do House of Dragon, and then as soon as that ends, Rings of Power is starting. Maybe like a little bit of overlap or
You
something.
don't feel like it's a little dirty that they like decided to wait? Like, is it?
It's absolutely dirty. I love it though. I don't care about these companies' bottom line. Like, absolutely, the best one in like the history of Hollywood is Sly and Arnie. Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger, back and forth, like a friendly but
Sure.
like rivalry competition. Sure. And Arnold was like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let it leak that I'm interested in this very bad movie and that I'm quoting this much, and then Sylvester Stallone will come in and be like, well, I'll work for this much and take it. And that movie is Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, and it's a terrible Sylvester Stallone movie. So yeah.
That's pretty dirty and fantastic.
It's the greatest thing ever. So like I remember it was a few years ago, and any internet anime weebs listening to this, where Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer were same Saturday, and you just had to decide which one you wanted to watch first. And it was two of the most cat in the closet. Two of the most like stressful arcs happening. So just like an hour or like 45 minutes of your Saturday were just 11 out of 10 stress level. And I got reminded of that like on TikTok, where it was like the 2 episodes of the greatest fight you'll ever see like in anime, and then one of the biggest reveals in Attack on Titan, and it was just peak stuff.
Oh my
so
God.
if they are on at the same time, that's good news for us. I don't care about ratings or anything like that. David Zaslav can go suck a fat one. Like he's
You heard it here first, folks.
a mean, terrible, money crunching, numbers only person that doesn't actually care about the art that is making his company all the money. So whatever, don't care. But if you guys want us to cover House of the Dragon, we're here.
Sure, why not? We'll take that money. All right, are you ready to watch this? Do you have any predicts, any thoughts before we do it?
I think we're gonna get one big shot. I'm guessing it's gonna be Sauron like in slow-mo or something like that.
Well, so because like you said, you already saw the Sauron.
I saw the screenshot.
Okay.
But yeah, I really. What are your predictions?
Whew, I genuinely don't think I have any, because like what can we expect really? Like I just want to see it. You know what? I have a feeling they're going to be like, this is going to be emotional. This is like, I think they're going to give us some visual wows and try to hook us.
Yeah, it's a teaser.
Yeah, I think they want to hook us emotionally here. And let's see if they're successful.
Will the ball? What do you want to bet in gifted subs on Twitch? How does the Balrog show up in this trailer?
Ooh.
I'm going to bet you
subs?
two gifted subs that the Balrog is in this trailer.
I'm going to bet you 3 that it's not.
Okay.
I don't think it is.
Look at her up in the ante right
someone
here.
had to, bro. You were.
I love it. I love
You
it.
pussied out on that one. No, I'm kidding.
I really did.
I happen to have that money. All right, let's fucking go.
Starting right where we left off.
An evil, ancient and powerful has returned.
Oh no, I owe you money.
Let's
that's not the Balrog.
Prepare yourselves.
Oh, I like the music.
Oh, sex. Oh, are those
Worms
bitches?
sway inside your mind.
That's Halbrand's voice.
The rest of him slithers in.
Maybe not.
I think he has been here. I think he's been here among us all along.
That's Kiradon, I think.
No, that's Halbrand.
It's not.
Every soul in Middle Earth is in peril.
Still not the Balrog.
Nope. I'm echoing, by the way.
Not for me.
Okay.
Oh, so the doors rings. Oh.
Well, there's Adar.
He's so
That kind of ruled. Oh my god. August 29th.
Oh, that's not bad. I can live until then.
I'm going to watch this a lot. Like, a whole lot.
Yeah, because so you're not one of those people where you don't want to watch a trailer. Like, I have a friend who doesn't want to watch a trailer because they want to go into it blind because he knows he's going to see it. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, we just watched
I'm not
it.
going to watch unless we want to make, and that's the thing is that, like, I have a lot of trailer react friends, and I'm just like, it's got to be tough because there's so many trailers that just give away so much.
Sure.
Like, I remember the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer. Have you seen Spider-Man
Yes.
Homecoming? The first Tom Holland, you know, when he's like holding the ship together with the webs, that's where the first trailer ends. And it was like, whoa, that's so cool.
Right.
And then the second trailer shows Iron Man saving that moment. I was like, oh, why the hell did they show
Right.
that? And it literally showed the whole movie where it was like, hey, cool suit. Hey, you're Spider-Man. Oh, you messed up the ship. Give me the suit back. Now you gotta... It's like they showed the whole movie in this trailer. I was like, oh my gosh. So, to a certain extent, and I'm you know, even this latest movie, The Fall Guy, which I really enjoyed. Ryan
Right.
Gosling and Emily Blunt. Super charming. Emily Blunt might be the most photogenic in the person in the history of
and
film.
funny.
'Cause, like,
just amazing.
Oh, no, like, her acting chops, like, go without saying. I'm just like... And she's obviously attractive, but every time I see her on screen, even in that like Jungle Cruise, I was like, she is crazy gorgeous. Like it's insane. But a lot of people are saying that like I saw the whole movie, and that's like, you know, not a movie that has a lot of plot twists or anything like that, but you're just like you kind of know they end up together. You see like the whole movie there, so they're like, why am I spending the $20 when we talked about it. In the last episode where it's like, why am I spending the $20 when I can just wait a month and rent this on VOD or, you know, in the comfort of my own home and, you know, spend $10 on 10 buckets of popcorn rather than $25 on one large bucket of popcorn that I'm not going to finish. But I go back and forth. What about, like, how do you feel about trailers? Because sometimes they're great. Like, this is all I need.
This is all I need.
That's the thing is that I know there's going to be a story trailer later on because this is the teaser. That's kind of how it goes.
Sure.
And sometimes I'm okay with it. But it's like, we got that for Dune. We got like the Dune, like the, and then we got the Zendaya trailer where it's like, okay, this is the Harkonnen, these are the Atreides, this is Dune, the spice, got it. And for me, that worked. I was like, okay, this is what I need.
I'm just thinking of you being the vocal of that Dune song.
But yeah, there are some trailers, like the Batman v Superman one, that literally gave you all 3 acts of the movie. Where it was like, Batman doesn't like Superman. They fight. Doomsday shows up. They team up. Wonder Woman shows up too. It's like, oh, well, fucking A. Like, don't need to see the movie now. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, I just want to, like, this part of me wants to scrub through, which is what I was kind of thinking you were suggesting. That the guy that's playing Adar now looks like Adar. I am genuinely shocked that that's Halbrand. I'm genuinely shocked. I have no idea what they're going to do. And he looks so different, too.
He looks so different.
And this must be why he booked the job, right? Like,
yeah. They definitely put him in a blonde wig during casting.
Because I'd like to think that the showrunners do have, whether things shift or life changes, an actor could die or leave, like Adar left. I have to hope they have an overarching idea for the series, right? In a totality. Yeah. So
and it's going to be 10 years of their life. If they do 5 seasons, like
at this
that
pace.
Was a big thing with, that was a big thing with Game of Thrones, is that a lot of the actors were like, we're A-listers now. We're getting other offers. So, like, we love this show, but this is our job.
Right.
Like, it's 10 episodes, and I'm not saying, like, obviously the money they were getting was very substantial. Anyone would love it. But, like, they have to do this for their entire life.
Wow.
Especially now, like, I don't know how residuals work with HBO Max or, Max, whatever it's called now. So, I know that was, like, a big part of the strike. But, you do Seinfeld or you did The Office, you don't need to work ever again. Friends, never again. Even, soap opera people, stuff like that, they're making money for the rest of their lives. Obviously it all varies. But now it's like, oh, I did one of the biggest shows on a streamer, but I'm not, even Suits.
Right.
Suits had 12 billion watch minutes when it came on Netflix. And I think one of the writers got a check for $1.50.
That's absolutely insane. It's actually offensive. I think you're right. At a certain point, can they even sustain? What does them signing up for 10 years look like for their life? Mm-hmm. Maybe there's got to be time in between where they could do something though, but that gets tricky. So if I'm thinking about what I saw in the trailer, I think we're seeing the dwarven rings be made. Yes. And by the way, you owe me 2 gifted subs.
I do owe you 2 gifted subs.
I don't need to hold you to it, but if you...
you know what? I'm going to watch all the Easter egg breakdown YouTube videos. And see if a single one of them say that that's the Balrog. But I'm wondering, I do want to watch those videos because I'm like, what is that thing? You guys have been here for all of this. We are not afraid of being critical of this show. And who knows? This might be the most hyped trailer, and the season still might be subpar. I really
don't want that for them, but it could be. Yeah, you're totally right.
It could be, but I will give them credit where credit is due, and credit is due on this trailer. They did their job. I have been teased. I have been titillated. I am edging, as the kids say. No, I'm edging now. I might goon later.
Oh, I see. I understand.
You get it now. She gets it, everybody. But no, this trailer did exactly what it was supposed to do. I'm sure
Elrond doing this with the sword. Are you kidding?
That was a little Hugo Weaving right there. That's my Elrond.
We're gonna take everything disparaging you said about that boy in our episodes.
Oh, I'm ready to be wrong. Prove me wrong. I like being proven wrong. I really do.
And we said this in our last episode when we did the recap of the entire season 1. We want to like this, and I'm telling you,
yes,
Also, not a lot of Galadriel moments in this, which is interesting.
I noticed that too. She only had, granted, it is a teaser, but, and you know, a lot of this, I think, that's good that a lot of this was Sauron focused, is because the whole first season was who's Sauron, this guy's Sauron, no, they're Sauron, no, he's Sauron, I'm Sauron, whoops.
But now that we know, truly, but now that we know it, they should be off the leash. The story should be going now. It's very possible.
Yes.
Just going back for a second. I think we're gonna see the Balrog unleashed as well, and that's why they're tempted with the rings, and they make them so they feel like they can have some control over it. And we do see the Bridge of Moria or something similar be destroyed.
I don't think it was like the Bridge of Khazad-dûm, but there is a bridge like being destroyed.
There could be a wisp of Balrog there. So I'll let myself be wrong if you.
No,
we just didn't see it.
It wasn't in the teaser.
Okay.
It wasn't in the teaser for sure.
We just didn't miss it. Okay,
but it's going to be a part of the season. I think so. I think it. I made the bet, but like thinking about it now, I'm like, like that was like the big thing of the first teaser in season 1. So I don't know if they do it again. But no, I think it's going to be a big part of season 2 of like he needs to delve because maybe the Mithril will fend off the Balrog, or you know, Sauron in elf form now will come to them and be like, hey, I know of this great evil that lurks. And I think you're right. I think you theorized. You're the one that said that like Durin, the eldest, knows about the Balrog, but isn't telling anybody. Like,
I think that's right. I think that was your idea. Not that it matters, but like I think you were like, it's like a secret that they just like for some reason he's not saying anything about it or something. Yeah. Or he's like the keeper of the secret or something, which is dumb and contrived.
Like maybe you only get it, you know, when you get coronated as king,
which is
something
dumb.
like that.
It's just dumb. If that's the case,
very, very dumb.
But
no, I think that Sauron's going to be like, I know that you know about this, and here's the only way you can defeat it is these 7 rings.
I am genuinely
like the elves. He's gonna use that hubris of the elves. We're like, well, the elves got 3, but I can give you more than twice as many.
God. Yeah, that's very interesting. Well, and so that means we're probably going to have to see. We're going to meet several more elves too. No, I'm sorry, several more
we
dwarves.
saw it in the
is what I meant.
Dwarves,
because it's 7 rings, dude. Like we have to.
It's a lot of dwarf lords. Like are we gonna hint at the Lonely Mountain? Is Erebor a thing
also,
yet?
Who are they charging against? What was that charge on the field?
Whole elven army.
It's. I'm telling you, I'm excited. I think I'm just gonna like blow up a picture of Robert Aramayo swinging the sword. He's sexy. I can't. Whoever said that the elves can have short hair in this really nailed it. Actually,
wow. I'm not the only one edging currently.
I'm just gooned. No, anyway, I guess my point is overall, I'm genuinely excited about this. I'm sure people can pick this apart. I don't even know how you could, if you're an anti-woke person, pick this apart. Like, it just has to be said.
Jessica, there is a shot of a black woman in this. So
Cancel
it's
it.
Very easy. Cancel it. It's too woke.
Oh my god. Though I did notice, I believe one of the elves was an Asian woman, which I think is good for normalization and making it inclusive, because I do think that representation was missing in the previous season. So that's great. Listen, it's fantasy, folks. Go fuck yourself if you don't think that an elf can be any ethnicity. Right. I'm over it.
It's so tiresome.
I'm over it.
But no, I'm going to watch this a lot more times. Like, you know, we're watching this, like I'm watching this secondhand through a video, but I'm going to pull this up. I am going to watch all the breakdown videos of it. I'm going to goon. But yeah, I really enjoyed this teaser. I thought it did exactly what it's supposed to do. I am hyped for this season now.
I genuinely can't believe that's how bad. I can just keep looking at the picture in my periphery and I'm blown away.
It's pretty crazy. But yeah, just like 2 months after, so we might get 1 week of overlap. And then, you know, I don't know how many, I'm guessing 8 to 10 episodes of Dragons.
Oh, I thought you meant it. Got it. I preempted your.
I think another 8 episodes of Rings of Power. I think 8 episodes is like their sweet spot where there might be an episode of filler, but it's like there doesn't need to be now. Like
totally.
I think we both accepted that was the prologue. That was the setup. Okay, now you gotta go. And I know it's 2 minutes of 8 hours of Middle Earth that we're gonna get, but those 2 minutes seem like they are not listening to us, but they are doing what we said. We're pedal to the metal, baby. We're going
and
now.
you gotta hope that was their
I'm
goal.
about it.
And I'm just gonna say, not a single dirty ass Harfoot.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying it's
not even. I gotta watch it again. Not even the stranger.
Well, there was the moth
Nothing?
lady, so they may have like a moth to the flame found Sauron, and I think there might have been a stranger voiceover. We're gonna both do our own homework, but we didn't see Nori in that, so I'm just saying, like we have left the Harfoots as a total, but I think that was the best thing they could have done.
I think so. I think they definitely listened to that feedback, and they're like, hey, you know what? They're gonna be in this season, but we don't need to put that foot forward, a Harfoot forward.
Unless they gave us Poppy actually joining Nori, which actually I don't want to know. I don't want to see in a future trailer. I want to see them just bring Poppy to Nori.
Just do it.
Anyway, I'm
like I've been sending Jess I'm getting all these behind the scenes, all the like they call it the appendices on all the DVDs for the Lord of the Rings extras, and there's one about Sam literally being Sam to Elijah Wood, because like Sean Astin was like a full-grown adult,
correct,
on these set. Like he had a family, and they, I think Pippin actually says like Sean was like the only one with like a wife and kid at this time, and so Sean was like, yeah, I kind of just looked after Elijah. Like he kept locking himself out of the apartment, and I'd go hire a locksmith and get his keys for him, and make sure he's not too tired, because like he was a kid. So it's just like there will not be another Lord of the Rings in our lifetime. But man, just like go if you just have like 10 minutes today, find on YouTube some of those behind the scenes stuff, because it is so perfectly curated. And there's another one where it's Elijah's final scene, talking about the book and closing the book, and that was like his rap.
Oh wow!
And Peter just kept doing, like he says he did like 20 takes, just because he didn't want it to end. And everyone's standing around, like, because, it's Elijah's last day. And everyone just, like, starts crying as soon as, he goes, check the gate, that's a cut. And everyone just, like, starts crying. And, like, wow. Elijah just kind of sits there for a second and then says, thank you, Pete. And it's just, like, just tears. So great.
It's crazy. It's amazing what this world is for us. And it means so much to so many different people. And I really look forward to this just becoming great, because we want to love it.
I'm so, like, no one is going to be happier than us that if, like, any doubts that we had about the show get shoved to the side, because I can't wait to love this. I wanted to love the first season. I liked the first season. We have notes about it. And, even when we did our rewatch of Lord of the Rings, we had notes about that, but they were, like, fun. Yeah. And it's the most perfect trilogy ever made.
Like when Aragorn pushes the guy aside and, like, is like, fuck you. There's some great moments, great mistakes, whatever. So anyway, go over. We have all of our stuff on YouTube right now, all of our podcasts, or you can find us at patreon.com/podcast of the rings, or your preferred podcast player. Listen to our show. We have all of our episodes, most recent episodes, as videos for Patreon subscribers too. Ben, I'm glad we got to do this, and I'm looking forward to this.
I am too. So guys, we have fresh new material for a Q&A episode. Throw some cues in there. What you guys think, what you want us to theorize about this. Like, it was a good 2 minutes. It was a great teaser. I honestly can't get over how much I enjoyed this teaser. So I'm going to go rewatch it while I do my laundry. So have
Feelings
a great day.
mutual. Bye, everybody.